So I'm queer on paper. I've been doing art pretty much my whole life. I can't think of a time when I didn't do it. Like even little queer on paper. Been on the street for 5 years now. I started doing it in my 40s, but I've always been doing art. I've always been into street art and street artists. I use photographs. Photographs are really important to me. I don't like to use stuff off the internet. I like stuff that's like actually in my hand. I want to like hunt for them and find them like in a shop, from somebody's attic. I use those old photos and I find them to be kind of, well, discarded. I kind of want to use them and give them a new life. It's just interesting to kind of like bring them into the present, kind of on the street. I don't know these people. I don't know who they are. Let's put them on the street and see what people think about it. I think it's really interesting to kind of let other people fill it in and fill in the story. I wonder like why they ended up in a box. I like the conversation. I like to make people smile. I like to walk around the streets and see things that make me smile. Things that make me think. Things that are interesting. I like unexpected things in unexpected places. Queer on paper, on the street, makes sense.
What are the rules?
I try my best not to go over people's stuff. If somebody goes over my stuff, I have no problem going over their stuff. Artists tend to be respectful of other people's stuff. Advertisers, I don't really care about. It's kind of a scary proposition to put yourself out there. Like, I know I was a little bit reticent to do it, you know, I'm like, oh my God, what are people gonna think? Just do it and see what happens. That would be my advice. Get it outside of you. I think the queer street art scene is pretty interesting. I've gotten to meet a couple of folks that I've kind of looked up to. There's places like, you know, Tattooed Moms and stuff that are like kind of hubs that kind of bring people together. It's cool to see folks, you know, getting along from different kind of viewpoints. That's the cool thing about the street art scene that I really do enjoy, is that, you know, the people that are observing it and appreciating it are like welcomed in and like, come on, I want to see more gay shit. I want to see more queer people, more diversity, more difference, more people just being themselves. Queer for me was not a good thing. I'm intentional about using that word because it was used against me. And I think that it's really important to have queer visibility in the world, to show people that it's okay. That's part of like why I'm so adamant about using it over and over again. I don't feel like my stuff is done until I put queer on paper on it somewhere. So I always like the 10 types. The 10 types are some of my favorites. They come out differently because they're on metal, right? So like they look differently when I make copies of them.